大家好
and welcome to
White Gaze,
where we whites gaze upon the drama,
the looks,
and the language of our newest favorite Chinese television show, Empresses in the Palace, otherwise known as
Zhen Huan.
Perfect. And today, have we got an episode for you? Oh, you wanted a ball.
Talented, brilliant, incredible.
It's episode 13, and there's so much drama to jump right into. Are you ready?
Yeah, so at the end of the last episode, we saw that Anling Rong, no we didn't, we saw that Shen Mei Zhuang is pregnant.
Yes.
We think that there is some sort of conspiracy going on with Cao Guiren and the new doctor with the mustache that I still don't like. I still don't think he's cute. But yeah, we think there's some conspiracy going on there.
Mm-hmm. And also, we saw that they're all at the summer camp at the Summer Palace. And so we start off our episode today with the Empress discussing with the Emperor. The Emperor's been spending all of his time now with Shen Mei Zhuang, and he even wants to promote her. But the Empress says that this is unusual. Nobody's ever been promoted just because they're pregnant before. And he says, well, it's not just because she's pregnant, but because she's been doing such a fucking good job running shit. And she also is a very stable personality, and that's rare. So I want to make sure I promote her and keep her around.
I'm kind of with the Empress on this, because like in the last episode, we saw that Cao Guiren is going to get promoted, but not until after the wars are settling down and stuff like that, and they'll give her a proper promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But and they're giving it to her because she already has a baby. We have baby in hand.
Right.
We are celebrating Wenyi's first birthday.
Right. The Emperor relents, and he's like, okay, I guess I won't promote her immediately, but I don't want to just give her like cheap jewelry. I want to reward her in some way. Oh, I know. I'll give her a new name.
A new name. This is going to be so confusing for me.
And so they are going to give her the new name of Hui, which means something. Her name in the subtitles is Virtu.
Virtue, yeah.
No, Vertu. Virtu.
Okay.
So now both Zhen Huan and Shen Mei Zhuang both have fancy names. So now they're true equals in the Empress's eyes.
I don't remember what
Wang
Zhen Huan,
Guiren.
but what was her name before? Did we ever
Zhen
know?
Huan is her name.
Okay.
You stupid fucking dinosaur!
We just call her Zhen Huan, but
Yes.
nobody there calls her that.
No,
they call
everybody-
her Wang Guiren.
Yeah, everybody calls her Wang Guiren.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So we're back at Shen. Should I call her Shen,
Yeah.
or do I call her Hui?
No, that's her name. Just call her
That's
Shen.
her actual name.
Yeah.
But Hui is just it's like her
Uh-huh.
concubine name.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's still okay to call her Shen Mei Zhuang
Yes.
because that is her name.
We've been calling Zhen Huan this whole time.
Well,
Why are you being so dramatic about this?
I just realized that. Okay, so we're back at Shen Mei Zhuang's place, and Zhen Huan is there visiting, just calling the girls by their names. And there is gifts galores on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And Zhen Huan says that when her pregnancy reaches the 8th month, that Shen Mei Zhuang's mother gets to come to the palace.
Yes, I love that. And her mom's gonna be there to help take care of the baby. And Zhen Huan is like, but let me be the godmother, please, I'm begging. I want to be the godmother. And she was like, no, you're gonna be pregnant soon. You're gonna be too busy to be the godmother.
Yeah, you'll have your own baby. And Shen states that she wants a boy.
Right.
I hope that Daddy's cummy pills have worked. Yes.
And has given me a boy. Now, at the same time, Shen Mei Zhuang is like,
You in danger, girl.
because now that I'm pregnant and I'm so busy being pregnant, Hua Fei is gaining power again. And you better watch
And
yourself.
she's gonna come for you.
She's gonna come for you. And Zhen Huan is like, well, what should we do?
And she's like, we need Anling Wang back. We need her to come in and protect you. And she's like, oh, that's funny because you were the one saying that she's vicious.
Right. A couple weeks ago, you were reading her for being ruthless, and now you're saying, oh, she's good and we need her here. And I love this quote. Shen Meizhuang is like,
你不知道，狠有狠的好处。
yeah, sometimes ruthlessness has its place.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, I said what I said. She's ruthless, and that's what we need right now. We need her to protect you against Huafei.
Mm-hmm. So they send a letter, and what do we know? But she rolls up in her one-horse carriage.
She gets to go to summer camp.
She gets to go to summer camp, and Zhen Huan is waiting for her. Now, An Lingrong has a theme song when she appears. Did you notice that?
Yeah, what was the song?
But I did not notice that she had a theme song, so thank you to Demi for pointing this out.
Yeah, I didn't recognize it either.
We're going to have to keep our ears open for that one.
You know what? Usually I am pretty aware of the scoring because it'll kind of give you the mood. It'll kind of give you hints.
Yes. Now, they are on their way to see the emperor, pay their respects, but then they see the fourth prince has been kneeling outside of the governing hall for the whole day in the harsh sunlight.
And the poor maid that has to hold the umbrella over him. Like, where's her umbrella?
She don't get one. She's just Momo. And so she's like, come on, he's not going to see you. We got to go, we got to go, we got to go. But he's just kneeling there. And Zhen Huan is like, oh, hey, Su Peisheng, who is that? And Su Peisheng is like, oh, yeah, that's the fourth prince. And Zhen Huan fucking lies. Zhen Huan's like, never heard of him.
Fourth prince?
Fourth prince? It's not as if Shen Meizhuang told me exactly who he was like 3 episodes ago.
Did I lie?
But then she's like, okay, get him a bowl of lotus seed soup to cool him down.
He's been in the sun too long. He could use the soup.
Okay, this doesn't add up for me. Soup in the heat, I don't want.
No, but they do say that drinking like hot liquids will heat your insides so that your body naturally will cool itself.
What? Child.
It's true.
Anyway,
It's
so
science.
I'm going to take that science and I'm going to run with it and I'm going to stop there.
Now, as they're walking back to Zhen Huan's place in the palace, they are stopped by the fourth prince, who is very polite.
Yeah, he has really good manners. Huafei was not lying. The kid's smart.
He is smart. He knows how to talk. He gets down on his knees and he does the bowing to all the girls. He says all the titles.
Unlike Chifei's dumbass son.
Who is not a good talker.
Oh, have we even met him?
No, haven't seen him yet. They introduce each other. They say, wow, thank you for, coming. And then there's just this moment where everybody looks around like, okay, well, now what? And then Zhen Huan's like, right, An Lingrong, I'll catch up with you later. And then An Lingrong goes and she says, oh, yeah, and who is it? Is it Vermilion or is it Jade?
I think it was Vermilion that was there.
Right. So they're like, okay, well, you can go too.
And then the little prince reveals that he wants to talk to Zhen Huan in private.
Right. So he says he sends Momo away.
And she's like, Zhen Huan's like, she takes care of you. Like, what can you not say in front of her that you can only say to me? You don't know me, and I don't know you. Like, why do you trust me so much?
And this little boy is giving emotion because I was gonna cry. He's like,
why does Daddy not like me?
And Zhen Huan reaches out and holds his hands and says, no, he does love you. He's just so busy running the entire world under heaven. He loves you just as much as all the other princes.
And the fifth prince doesn't live in the palace either. He
Right.
lives away. He's
Right.
at boarding school too.
Just because he hasn't, been living with you all these years doesn't mean that he doesn't think about you all the time and that he doesn't love you.
But Hong Li, the fourth prince, he says, but the fifth prince has a mother. I do not. My mother's status is so low, and she's despised by everyone.
And Jen says,
人贵自重。我虽不知你额娘出身是否卑微，但父母爱子之心，人人皆是。别人如何轻贱你都不要紧， 重要的是，你自己别轻贱了自己，来日别人自然不敢轻贱你分毫。
Do not belittle yourself. Even though I do not know about your mother's background,
Lies.
every father and mother love their own children. It
Lies.
doesn't matter if other people despise you. The important thing is that you do not despise yourself.
Truth.
In future, others will naturally not dare to belittle you.
Truth.
Exactly. She says, and I love in the subtitles too, it was like, your worth comes from inside.
Mm-hmm.
Go off, Zhen Huan.
Yeah, this was a really good moment.
She's going to be
between them.
such a good mom.
And then it makes him so happy. He's like, really? And then Zhen Huan smiles and she says, if you do not believe me, why would you approach me in the first place? You'd only seen me from afar. Why do you trust me?
Mm-hmm.
And he reveals that he trusts her because he's so loved, or she is so loved by
The emperor.
The emperor.
And even though he doesn't get to spend much time with his dad, he has a really good character read of him by saying he likes smart girls and he likes brave girls. You're both of those things. You're not even afraid of Hua Fei.
Yeah, I guess he's been like seeing the girls like as he's been growing up, and they come in the summer, and he knows who Hua Fei is,
right,
and knows that she's a raging cunt.
And he says, Zhen Huan, I really admire you. And again, Zhen Huan goes fucking off here, and she says,
与其心生敬佩，不如自己便是那样的人。
Don't admire people, become them. And I thought that was that blew my mind up.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Don't just look at the people that you admire and be like, wow, they're superstars. No, become a superstar.
There you go. Yeah,
You can. Just do it. She is inspiring. Ugh, I want her to be my mom. No, I really love my mom. Hi. And before they leave the conversation, the little prince is like, well, is he really busy? Tell me the truth.
I'll help him run the country when I grow up.
And she's like, bitch, no, don't say that.
Well, because it was more of like whenever he dies, I'll take over. And it's like, yeah, well, we don't talk about the emperor dying.
Well, no, it was more of like, oh, if he's so busy running the country, I'll step up and I'll do it. It's like, no.
It's kind of like offensive. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, bitch, I
Yeah.
can handle it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm the chosen one.
Yeah, and she covers his mouth. And in this, we get to see that one of her little claws is rainbow.
It was very fierce.
It was a fierce claw. They give us this little culture alert from Demi. It is taboo for princes to say such things because it could be taken negatively as 1, cursing their father to die, or 2, grabbing power for themselves. It is even more taboo as the emperor has gotten his throne via a furious contention with his brothers. And to understand more about what happened, watch the drama Bu Bu Jing Xin, or Startling with Each Step. It's a great drama with many deep plotting too.
Is that what white gaze needs to tackle after Zhen Huan Zhuan?
I don't know. If they don't got the girls, then no.
So we see them leaving, and then the camera pans to Jingping, and she is observing from afar. And at this point, we think that she's like kind of plotting something.
Right. I don't know what she's plotting, but she has witnessed this, and
she looks fucking fierce.
She does. She's serving in this blue, so we'll have to see how this goes. I hear the birthday party's coming up. Do you want to take a break?
Let's take a break.
Oh my god, girl. Where did you get that confident and sexy glow? I've never seen you like this before.
I just left my class at Zero Gravity Pole Dance.
Zero gravity pole dance? Girl, that's just you on a Saturday night.
Now, I know you've seen me at the club, and I'm just showing off what I have learned at Zero Gravity. They offer an inclusive environment, and they also offer a variety of classes for different levels. I started off at the virgin level, and I've worked my way up. And that's what I've been showing off at the club.
I'm gonna get me a man's this way.
I know, but now that we have been locked in the house for a long time, it has become a little bit difficult. But luckily, Zero Gravity offers in-person and online classes.
Amazing! So you're saying that I can become the pole dancing vixen goddess of my dreams right from the comfort of my own home?
Absolutely, especially with Zero Gravity pole dance.
Amazing. And guess what? If you use discount code WHITEGAZE, you can get up to 0% off your first booking.
So that's code WHITEGAZE for 0% off your first booking at Zero Gravity Pole Dance.
I'll see you on the pole.
And it's birthday time.
Oh my god, let's get the red carpet for this birthday party. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Big Westi original.
Ooh, I love it.
Who are you wearing?
I am wearing a garment made by Huan herself.
Ooh.
She stitched this up for me.
Does Jade be doing the sewings?
She did for Xiao Yunzi.
Oh, yes. She did do that. I remember that.
All right, so we are at Princess Wenyi's birthday celebration banquet. Zhen is sitting next to An Ling Rong, and they are watching a dance. The House of Miyake Mugler.
The House of Miyake Mugler is in the house.
That was the House of Miyake Mugler.
Father Otoro did the choreo for the girls.
They are giving hand performance, okay? Now, the banquet is attended by royal dukes and their wives, and as the palace rules are strict about preventing the concubines from meeting outside men, it's only during these festive seasons and arranged banquets and occasions will they be able to meet the extended family of the emperor. As such, An Ling Rong does not recognize anybody because she has not seen any of these people before in her life.
So she's like kind of getting the scoop from
Right.
Zhen Huan. Zhen Huan is
Right.
like telling her, oh, like that's Professor X.
That's number 8. That's 11. And I do love, I don't know if this is a factor of all Chinese dramas, but where they do like have their names appear on the screen with their title. It's in Chinese, so reading is difficult, but they are giving us the lowdown. This is his name and title. This is his name and title.
It reminds me of a Treasure Island Media video. The intro to it, you know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know
talking
exactly
about,
what
and
you're
it like
talking about.
pops up the name of whoever it is.
Right. Yes. Now, what would make it more like that is if somebody was in the corner of Dawson's 50 Load Weekend being like, who's that? That's Chad. And then who's that one? That's Michael.
Yes.
And as they're pointing out different people, they do point out the 5th prince, Hung.
Oh, wow.
Qin Wang. Hung Qin Wang.
That was the one, like the kind of mouthy guy.
Yeah, he's the one that gets drunk at this party.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
come through, Hung Prince.
That's exactly what I thought whenever I heard it. I was like, oh, I want a hung prince.
Now, culture alert. Qin Wang is a rank for princes. It's conferred by the emperor and can be taken away. Qin Wang is the top rank, prince of the first class.
Okay. So this this makes me think back to just the previous scene. This is the 5th prince that he was saying that Jin was saying does not live at the palace anymore.
No. This is 5th prince as in, like, brothers with the emperor.
Emperor's brother.
Not prince as in son of the emperor.
Okay. Son of the previous emperor.
Yes.
Emperor. Okay.
Yes.
Brother.
Uh-huh. Princes mentioned in this banquet are the brothers, not the sons.
Not the sons. Okay, yes. These are the brothers, not the sons.
That?
Thank you, Demi.
Thank you, Demi. Next, we have the 10th prince, Dun Qin Wang, and his main wife, 10th Fu Jin. He looks very fierce, but is nice and considerate to his wife.
And they talk about that they have like a nice, loving relationship.
Mm-hmm. Now, They are Manchu banner. So they have different rules about what they call their wives. So they have main wives and sub-wives. I think that's why also the captions were saying geishas,
okay.
and not concubines.
I was wondering, okay, it's just because they are different people?
Culturally, I would say, yeah, like different customs and things like that.
Like the Manchus and the Hans. Because they did get a little catty about like their Han.
Zhen lets us know that the 10th prince's mother is Kangxi Emperor's Wenxi Guifei. And she is also the sister of Kangxi's empress. So he is all with these prestigious women and prestigious lineage, and that's why he has such an inspiring aura. But he was not favored by the previous emperor because of his bad temper.
But he is known to love his wife very much, and so Anne comments, and she says,
都说威武不屈才是男子汉，我瞧着会疼人的才是男子汉。
It is said to be fierce and to be stubborn is to be manly, but she thinks that people who love their wives are real men. This is from her own experience where her mother was neglected by her father.
Go off, Anne. The girls are spitting truths in this episode.
Uh-huh.
The girls are making me so proud to be their stans.
And then, right on cue, the emperor toasts to them and their love for each other.
Well, he just gives up the toast. He's like, hey, and I want to toast you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And he returns the toast politely, but there is an undercurrent of arrogance in his attitude. And An Lingrong is confused. She's like, why is he being so rude? This is the emperor. Zhen Huan lets her know, and also the audience, to remind us, that the emperor has to unite the whole country because he struggled for the throne with these brothers. So he sort of has to just let it slide to keep peace in the kingdom.
Yeah, these are the boys he had to beat out.
Now, the emperor does notice that an empty seat is present at the party, and it belongs to the 17th prince, who has not shown up yet.
Bring us our boy.
We know he's here. We saw him come to the palace. We know he shot 2 pigeons with 1 arrow. So he's here. He's just not here.
Yeah, and this is like the brother that he's closest to, and so that's why he's like, where is he at? But apparently he's always late.
Right. And so the 19th prince, again, like a brother, says, well, you know how 17th prince is. He's always too easygoing. He's a party boy, right? He comes when he wants to.
The emperor smiles and says, it's just a family banquet. Since he has always been mischievous, leave him be. Everybody knows that we're on good terms with the 17th prince.
The girls get into the action too and start commenting on each other from across the room.
Chi Fei notices that Shen Meizhuang has a new hairpin. It is bestowed on her by the dowager because of her pregnancy.
Right, so she's, I think, a little salty, but pointing out something to keep the conversation going. And Hua Fei points out a little bit of history. And she's like, well, the dowager wore that when she was pregnant with the 14th prince. And Cao Guiren jumps in too and says that the dowager must place a lot of importance on this pregnancy because of the presence of this hairpin. These may look like innocent remarks, but they're trying to cast a negative light on Shen because everybody knows that the dowager only favors her younger son, the 14th prince, and not the emperor.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I thought she was fierce. I didn't think she was out here hating this whole time.
That's the thing. All these girls are hating. Unfortunately, they're not able to have a normal conversation. Everything is hateration.
But like, she's hating on her son.
Well, it's like when you have like 20 kids, like you do have a favorite.
Where's the 14th prince that she favors?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll find out soon.
Come on already, my God, I hate waiting.
And then, making the grandest entrance of the episode, akin to Maleficent walking in on Aurora's birthday party.
Oh my God.
Duan Fei. She arrives to music. The doors open for her.
We get the caption of "This is Duan Fei."
Yes, yes. Hua Fei is very displeased to see her and glares at her with open animosity. She shook.
Why do they hate her?
I don't know. I think we'll have to find out. I think this is Duan Fei's grand debut. She's going to be in some episodes.
Yeah, she's sick though. She's giving us a little.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully it's not coronavirus.
Yes.
Hopefully it's not monkeypox.
She notices Zhen Huan and she like has to take a double take. What is this about?
She's overcome by her beauty. She looks at it and says, "Oh, girl. Legendary icon of face."
Okay, but I think that we're gonna get back into the like from like the first or second episode. Do you remember it ends with she looks just like, and then it
right.
cuts out.
Oh, that's good. I forgot about that.
So
yeah.
maybe from Duan Fei we'll get who she looks like.
Right. Okay. Now, she comments. She says, "Congratulations, Emperor. You're doing really great for yourself."
You got the new girls are hot.
The new girls are giving. And the Empress smiles and gives and responds, "You know, you've been sick. You haven't been able to meet the new girls yet, but you have preserved your eyes. Your eyes are doing great."
The baby comes out, and Duan Fei gives Wenyi a hoop locket, a little necklace.
And it does not fit.
It's a baby.
It does not look good on the baby either.
Like, of course it's not going to fit. But it's like, I guess it's like nice and expensive. And so the baby can have it into childhood, into adulthood.
She'll grow into it.
She'll grow into it.
Okay.
And cue to lots of sour looks from Hua Fei.
She cannot deal. Her jealousy is getting too much.
And the emperor is like, why are you giving that necklace to a baby?
And Duan Fei says something that's like to me really sad. She's like, "I'm sick and I'm not getting any better, so it's just gonna be wasted on me. So might as well give it to her and she can enjoy it."
We see a new group of dancers come in. They did a outfit change in the reds now.
That was the house of Miyaki Mugler.
And Jen excuses herself to go out to have a little breather with Vermilion.
Liu Ju.
Yeah,
they've been drinking. The girls be drinking. They're, I think, doing shots of Baijiu, and they are getting a little lit.
I love those little shot glasses. I want some of those.
We could get them. They're very cheap.
I think we should.
She stops by the pond feeling really frisky. Because she's like, "Girl, look, there's a pond.
She's like,
let's get in.
Look at all the koi fish.
There's all the koi."
She's like, let's go down there. Let's get in. Take
Let's
off my
get
shoes.
in. Take off my shoes. And we see her foot touch the water, and she's just playing. They're laughing. They're splashing each other. But guess what, bitch?
She's like, let's get in.
And as they're about to get in, we've noticed this whole time who's behind her.
The 17th Prince.
And he's drinking.
Uh-huh.
He's got a flask.
He's got a flask. He's a party
throwing
boy.
Him back.
He's a party boy. And they're like playing around by the water, and Vermilion's like, don't get my new dress wet.
I'm not getting in. You can get in, but not me.
And then Zhen Huan gets the fan and starts splashing her.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, no, I want to get in the water.
Yeah.
And so she's trying to help her down there, and she almost slips and falls into the water. It was going to be Shenmei Zhuang Part 2.
And it was dramatic. The music was flourishing, and there was a little bit of a slow-mo effect as she falls because someone grabs her arm and prevents her from falling inside. It's the 17th Prince.
He pulls her up, and then she gets all flustered, and she's like trying to hide her feet, and he's looking at her feet, and she's like, don't look at my feet.
Yeah, she is bothered. She is shocked. They are gooped. They are yelling at this man. What are you doing here? Why are you here? They're very embarrassed. And he says, a poet once said that the hands of a woman are like jade and opals reaching out across space and time. And girl, I would say the same about your sexy feet.
She's like, put my shoes on.
She was like, do not look at my feet, you fucking pervert.
Wanna know what? No, I am gonna leave.
So they're back and forth arguing, and then out of the blue, Zhen Huan goes, Prince Guo, you need to be respectful.
王爷请自重。
And they're like, excuse me?
Right,
She's like,
and
how did you know who I am?
But he's a little drunk too, so he's like, wait, you know my name?
And Zhen Huan says, who else in this palace would be carrying a flute, this flute specifically, of such high status? And who is walking around with rose wine from Tibet? And who else would dare to be so mischievous in the palace? It's got to be a prince.
And she's like, you're drunk, go home. Take a nap.
And he does one of those closes, but he has the flask in his hand.
He's got the flask as he bows, and he's like, no. What's your name, though? Yo, baby, what's your name?
And Vermilion's like, excuse me, this is Wang Guiren.
And he's like, no, I mean your real name. And she's like, I'm too humble to even tell you. I'm going, bye.
And then they go back to the party.
They go back.
Well, they go back.
And she tells Liu the events of today must not be leaked out to anyone. Otherwise, I will die without a place to bury my body.
今日之事一个人都不许说起，否则我死无葬身之地。
Like, it is so scandalous what just happened. Because I think the 17th prince was being very sexual.
He was. And if the emperor finds out about this, it's not going to be good.
It's going down.
Well,
I'm yelling timber.
Yeah, because in the last episode, we had, like, the whole...
Jealousy.
The jealousy debacle.
Exactly. So if the emperor were to find out that the 17th prince had seen her ankles, she's tainted.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would never trust her. That slut.
Yeah.
Showing your fucking feet. This isn't an OnlyFans. This is the palace.
All right. Let's take a break.
Yeah, and put some fucking socks on.
We're back at the venue for the party, and we see that Jingping is out looking for Zhen Huan.
Yes, so they're going in to the party when they're stopped by the girl who saw her walking in the garden. And she says, girl, I saw you got a little drunk, and then when I turned around, you were gone. So I came out to look for you, girl. And she says, yeah, I needed to just, take a little walk and sober up. And Jingping is like, well, before we go back inside, I think we need to have a chat.
I need to have a chat with you. And we'll get to that chat in a second. First, we see back in the party, Cao Guiren suggests playing a simple game to show off the concubine's talents. It is the All-Star Variety Show. I was going to sing Alaska's song, I haven't always been pretty. I haven't always been nice. But I've always been gay.
There we go. That would have been your talent. So the idea of this is that all the girls will have talents written down on a slip of paper, and they'll be put into a box. And one at a time, they'll each be drawn out, and they have to present their talent. Because the party was being too stuffy. They wanted the girls to relax.
Yeah, we're just sitting. We're sitting here so tight, just having our dinner,
and
having our lunch,
taking our little quips at each other across the room. Uh-huh. Let's get some more entertainment.
She's trying to lighten the mood in the room.
Cut back to Jingping and Zhen Huan, who are talking in a side room, and she says, "Zhen Huan, I've heard that you are a very good person, but in this palace specifically, solely being good is actually kind of a bad thing. Now I want you to remember, preserving yourself is a priority. Look at the fourth prince. He is very intelligent and very healthy. But have you ever considered why the emperor doesn't like him?"
And she's like, I must have not noticed this.
And she continues by saying, this palace has a saying that the mother depends on the son for status. But the opposite is also true. So now she is officially filling in Zhen Huan the story that, bitch, you already know.
But why y'all got to lie?
Shen Meizhuang told you this. That his mother was an ugly maid who was fucked by the emperor when he was wasted. And because of that shame, the emperor has not really liked him. Because the previous emperor was really mad about this and almost took away his title. So if he had his title taken away because of this incident, he wouldn't even be the emperor today.
Not only is she ugly, but she's poor.
Oh, don't be both. The fourth princess always lived here, out of sight and out of mind. Jingpin says, what you don't see does not exist.
That's cold.
It's very cold.
But Zhen Huan is like, thank you, let's go back to the party.
Right. So, now that we've had this scene, I actually don't think that Jingpin was plotting.
She's not plotting,
I think she's warning.
Yeah, I think she's an ally.
I think she's an ally too. We need allies.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the party, Cao Guiren has prepared the slips of paper, and first to perform is the Empress, who is going to do some calligraphy.
She does what she does best. The paper is very nice. She gets out her brush. Bam, 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 bam. Longevity.
Easily. Another one. Thank you.
Everybody's complimenting her.
And they're about to draw the next one when Duanfei steps up and says, I'm sick. I need to go home. And her maid is like, well, it's a little bit rude to leave the party. The emperor's gonna, it is for your health, but the emperor's gonna be like maybe kind of mad that you're leaving this early.
But this gives Cao Guiren the perfect opportunity to cook the books and to switch out these little pieces of paper so where she can conveniently draw Zhen Huan's name. And what does Zhen Huan have to do?
She has to do the Jin Hong dance.
Bum, bum, bum.
This dance, the dance, I think of the translation was the startled swan, is the most difficult piece of choreography known in the kingdom.
The most talented dancers can't even do it. They don't even look like a startled swan. They look like a startled duck.
And not only that, if she refuses, then she will bring shame and honor and not give face to Cao Guiren and her daughter, whose birthday party this is. But if she does it and she looks bad, then she will bring lots of shame upon herself and her family. Now, this is not just our conjecture and our analysis of the scene. This is what they're literally saying to her face.
They announce it. They're like, well, if you don't do it, it looks bad on you. And if you do it, it also looks bad on you because the previous empress did this dance and she famously did it down.
Really well.
Yeah.
No one's done it better. And Hua Fei chips up and is like, yeah, don't force her to do it if she doesn't want to. Besides the previous empress's glamour could never be replicated. As they're going back and forth, the emperor's getting very irritated. And then the fifth prince, Prince Heng, comes up and says, well, everybody, remember, the lack of talent is the virtue of a woman. Why is there any need to force her to dance? As long as they're pretty, that's enough. And then the 10th prince comes back and says, well, if that's the case, then the praises about having beauty and talent are a sham. Because that would be really shameful if it came out that the emperor's favorite pussy is just a pretty face and can't do shit. That would be embarrassing for you, brother.
Shen Meizhuang is like, Wang Guiren is proficient at poetry, so why not let her recite a poem for the princess? And then the emperor comes in and says, the palace has not seen this dance performance in a long time. I want to see it. And so you're going to perform.
Just do it however you want.
You could, do it however you want to.
Do it however you want. And Zhen Huan is shaking in her boots. She's like, oh, fuck. Okay. Well, let me go get changed, I guess.
Okay. And so we see them in the changing room. And Jade and Vermilion are helping her to change.
And they said, well, good thing that you have learned this dance before. So that's nice. But you know, whether or not you do it well is like riding the back of a tiger. Like, if you fall, it's gonna fucking eat you.
Yeah.
And she's just like, well, they don't want to see the dance. They actually want to see me fall.
Me fail, yeah.
They want to see me fall.
This was a setup.
But then, yeah, we gotta take a break because I can't breathe. I'm so scared for her. Who knows what's gonna happen? We do.
We do, because we watched it. All right, let's take a break. Hey girl, I am at Alimentari right now and the wait is way too long.
You're kidding me. How long are they saying?
They're saying an hour and a half.
Oh, wow. That is a certainly long amount of time. But no worries. Guess what?
What?
I have learned to live and dine like an Italian from the comfort of my own home.
How did you do that?
With the Alimentari Home Cookbook. I'm able to recreate my Alimentari favorites from cover to cover. The book is filled with recipes from risotto al marinara to lombata d'agnello, not to mention the crowd favorite, crostata al limon.
Oh, I love that one.
Exactly. You can pick up this cookbook if you want from any of the Alimentari locations on Anfu-lu, on Wuding-lu, on Donghulu, on Kangding-lu, or from Bar Centrale on Yangping-lu.
Lovely. Do they tell you how to make a pizza?
Oh, girl, do they tell you how to make a pizza? They tell you how to make a ravioli, spinaci e ricotta. They tell you how to make pizza. They tell you exactly how to cut the little cheeses to look beautiful on the board.
Lovely. I'll grab a bottle of Aperol and I'm on my way.
See you tonight. And we are back, and this is the best part, I think, of the entire series so far. It is so amazing what we are about to witness at this birthday party.
So Zhen Huan comes back, and Shen Meizhuang stands up, and she goes,
Wait, before we get too far, she comes back, and she is wearing a garment.
oh, the pink, the pussy pink.
The pussy pink flowery dress that has the long sleeves. Her hair is down.
Yes, the hair is down.
The camera pans from her feet to her face, and she's just smiling very, like, shyly, very coy. And she says, I've put on the dress.
And then Shen Meizhuang stands up and she goes, I would like to play the zither and Ling Rong will provide a song.
She will sing.
Yeah.
And I was dying. I was like, oh my God, the girls, yes!
It's the girl group challenge.
I had no idea how much I needed this until they said that they were going to do it. And then I was jaw on the floor. I was so ready. And in this moment, I knew
That she was going to serve.
that she was going to serve. It's how Grey Ren should have been, shaking in her boots.
Yeah, because I was nervous before.
I was very nervous.
But I knew that they were not going to like have all the girls band together and it fail.
Exactly.
Because we're not going to just have the three main bitches just go down in flames right before our eyes.
Exactly. No, because sisterhood strengthens. And I think that is a lesson that the other girls need to know. Spend less time tearing each other down, spend more time building each other up, and you're going to fucking slay. And slay, they do. In order to grant Shen Meizhuang her wishes, they say, okay, yes, bring the zither of eternal longing, which should be accompanied by the flute of endless love. And
You know who has that flute, right?
the 17th prince.
But he's not there.
He's not at the party. So they bring in the zither, and she gets set up, and boom, the dance begins. voice? She's been practicing by herself because this is much better than even what she was doing before.
Well, she's free to practice by herself because Xia Zhongchun is not there anymore.
She's not getting bullied about her voice, so she can flourish as an artist. Shen Meizhuang, this is the first time we've seen her play the zither, but she's...
The beginning of the song sounds like Janet Jackson.
Oh, right. Yeah. And Ling Rong sounds like Janet Jackson.
She's doing great, but the girls in the crowd are talking shit. They're like, yeah, she's good or whatever, but it's not creative. She's just doing the exact same dance.
Right, and Chi Fei is actually like, no, she's serving. Shut the fuck up. It's better to be respectful than original.
Yeah, that's exactly what she says.
Now, I screamed because she's serving. She's got the choreography, she's hitting, she's giving face, the zither is working, Anne's voice is singing. And did you notice? It's the intro song.
I did notice that, yeah.
And suddenly, the doors burst open.
It's the 17th Prince with the flute of eternal love, and he is playing along.
I screamed. I ran out of the room. I could not handle the serve.
And Zhen Huan was eternally screaming because she's like, oh, fuck.
Right. It's a little too much. You could tell she was thrown a little bit. Like, as soon as he walked in. So I think it was good that it was like a slower part of the dance.
Because she's facing away and she can have her shocked look, because then she turns around and she's all smiles for the emperor.
And let me tell you, I don't know if this is an intentional acting choice or a directorial choice, because once the 17th Prince comes in blowing that flute of eternal love, she turns up the heat. Mm-hmm. She really gives the slay. She's doing back bends, and she's giving arms. She's twirling.
Yes, the back bends. I didn't know she could be doing all that.
Yes.
This was not a stunt double.
It was not that I know of. And I... Girl, get your tens. Girl, get your tens.
They keep cutting to the Empress. And the Empress is like, I can see it in the side. She's like, oh, fuck yeah. Work, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Cause
shut these bitches down.
Yeah. Because I really do think the Empress sees Zhen Huan and Shen Meizhuang as like her sort of disciples. Mm-hmm. The ones that she is bringing up. They're in her house. They are the up-and-coming children on her side.
Yeah.
Versus the Huafei side.
Very much, yeah.
And so this is a big sleigh, and the Emperor. I mean, I almost started crying, because the Emperor, when she's done with the dance, goes, "How many more amazing talents are you hiding from me?" Oh, bitch.
And then, what prince is this? This is the 10th prince?
This is the dick of the 10th prince, yeah.
The 10th prince is like, yeah, the song and dance were good, but it does not compare to any of my geishas.
And finally, the 17th prince, who must have sobered up quite significantly, because he was drunk as hell before, came back, and is suddenly, improvising on the jazz flute, and not looking like a drunk mess, because he steps up and says, I actually think that you must be mistaken. You must be joking, surely. Because she was empowered by the spirit of Mei Fei. Because when anybody does this dance, they're channeling her. And this dance was created by Mei Fei, and Zhen Huan has truly shown me what it means to be giving.
The 10th prince is puzzled and annoyed, and he says, you have not seen Mei Fei's dance. How are you able to talk so much about it?
And his wife is there trying to cough to be like, shut the fuck up.
And the 17th prince is like, I can't be compared to you in martial arts or horsemanship or archery. It's only these history books that I have. I just know the history.
And I think that's a little bit of shade too, because let me tell you, the 10th prince is not athletic looking.
No.
And this bitch is like, who the fuck reads? What's the point of reading when I can shoot you in the face?
Well, he's like, well, we Manchus gained this country with horsemanship and archery and martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you read that in your little history book?
Oh, it's because you're Han. It's because you're Han Chinese. Mm-hmm. You love to just fucking read books, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And the emperor's like, okay, let's not get into that. We need smart girls and we need mighty girls.
We need both.
We gotta get both.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Right. Brothers are like fingers on a hand. Some are long and some are short.
But you need all of them.
And they do different things.
And the 10th prince is the short finger.
Yeah, he's a pinky. He's the pinky for sure. Now, Cao Guiren tries to cover and tries to like gain some more face because her plot to destroy Zhen Huan has actually elevated her once again. And she says, "Oh, Your Majesty, you were so right. Wang Guiren is so talented. And this dance, I would even say would not be inferior other than, the amazing dead empress that used to be your wife. Like trying to upset it again, not let her have so much power."
And then the empress steps in and she's like, "You never saw it.
We were here. You were not." And she was like, "Yeah, and that was my life's greatest regret, is that I never got to see it." It's like, shut the fuck up, bitch, no. What? This isn't about you. Shut the fuck up.
The emperor pays no attention to this and turns his attention back to Zhen Huan. Zhen Huan says, "I did not get to see this marvelous dance, and it was my misfortune. But the dance I performed today was adapted from that dance. I am a small firefly light. How can I be compared to Chun Yuan?
Mm-hmm.
How can I be compared to her marvelous moonlight?"
I mean, she has clearly prepped for the question and answer section because the judges are very pleased with this answer. The emperor and the empress are smiling at each other. And the emperor says, "17th prince, you're late. As a punishment, you need to go take 3 shots."
Maybe I'll throw the challenge today and I need 3 shots.
He also points out that, the zither of eternal longing and the flute of endless love are supposed to be played together. So what an amazing performance you guys gave. By the way, this is Wang Guiren, and her surname is Zhen. And this is Hui Guiren, and her surname is Shen. And the singer...
And there's the other girl, too.
And what's your name? And she's like, my name is An Daying. And he's like, "Great, give her some flowers. She's great.
Give her flowers. Give her legendary legend star."
All right, on to the next. Zhen Huan, come sit by me.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I gagged. She went from being a back row girl to Emperor's favorite pussy right next.
Yeah, she gets to sit right there, and then we see Hua Fei,
gagging.
Literally gagging because she's downing the shots, and then the empress is like, "For real,
why are you ruining the party?
Why are you ruining this light mood party? We're having a great time out here, and you're gonna ruin it."
End of episode. So I believe episode 14 will start exactly from this moment.
I hope so.
I love this party.
Yeah, me too. I want the party to keep going. Well, all of our girls have showed their talents.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pull Hua Fei's name out.
Yeah, let's see what she's gonna do.
Right.
Oh, she's probably gonna slay too.
I
hope she slays too.
I think she's too drunk. I don't know. Like, what do you think her talent is? Sucking dick is her talent.
Maybe she can do like a demonstration, cutting fruit.
Cutting fruit into phallic shapes.
Well, what else do you think is going to happen? Surely this party is not going to be the whole episode.
There's going to be some sort of awkward tension between the 17th Prince and Zhen Huan.
Yeah, I think we have not seen the last of this sexual, erotic tension. Because now that he's seen her feet, he's going to want to see much more than that.
Yep. And so I think that will also cause issues with the 17th Prince and the Emperor.
Probably.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Well, great. Why don't we take a break, and then we can come back for what we got to do.
Okay, that's all right.
Oh my god, girl. Where did you get that confident and sexy glow? I've never seen you like this before.
I just left my class at Zero Gravity Pole Dance.
Zero gravity pole dance? Girl, that's just you on a Saturday night.
Now, I know you've seen me at the club, and I'm just showing off what I have learned at Zero Gravity. They offer an inclusive environment, and they also offer a variety of classes for different levels. I started off at the virgin level, and I've worked my way up. And that's what I've been showing off at the club.
I'm gonna get me a man's this way.
I know, but now that we have been locked in the house for a long time, it has become a little bit difficult. But luckily, Zero Gravity offers in-person and online classes.
Amazing! So you're saying that I can become the pole dancing vixen goddess of my dreams right from the comfort of my own home?
Absolutely, especially with Zero Gravity Pole Dance.
Amazing. And guess what? If you use discount code WHITEGAZE, you can get up to 0% off your first booking.
So that's code WHITEGAZE for 0% off your first booking at Zero Gravity Pole Dance.
I'll see you on the pole.
And we're back, and now it is time for...
本周心机真丑妆. Now, this is the section where we talk about our favorite looks and fashions from the episode, and I have to say, I have no idea because all of the girls are serving.
Okay, so I thought that my favorite look was Zhen Huan in the green. That was a really great color.
Well, it was an unexpected sleigh.
But the winner is Zhen Huan in the dance uniform.
Okay. The only thing that I will say about the dance uniform is that I don't think, because it is a uniform, it's not like giving essentially. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's simpler.
But she looked so good in it.
She did.
And she twirled in it.
But all the girls were in their fucking, like, Fashion Week best in this episode. I think we need to give some props to Jingping for her blue.
Absolutely.
That was a serve. I think we definitely need to give props to An Ling Rong and to Shen Mei Zhuang for their serves. I even think that Cao Guiren's hair was a serve.
Yeah, it was all good. I do think that Zhen Huan's green was my favorite, though.
I want to get... Okay, yeah, Zhen Huan, you've got it. You take it. But at the same time, I want to say all the girls, you were all winners today.
Yeah.
You should all be proud of yourselves. You look like you had so much fun out there.
Did you have fun out there?
And that was...
本周心机真丑妆.
Okay, now we are going to move straight into our language challenge. And today we are going to go a little bit back in time to our very first language challenge called Don't Take That Tone With Me.
Oh, God, I hate this one.
Now, the difference is I won't be giving you two meanings. I'm going to simplify it. I am going to give you the pinyin letters of one word, and I want you to just tell me which tone it is to mean the one meaning that I give you.
Okay.
Now, of course, Chinese has 4 different tones, and so you've basically got a 25% chance to get all of these right.
I do.
There's a list of 10 HSK1 words. You need to get 6 of them correct in order to win this challenge. All right? Now, the first word is S-H-E-I, and it means who. So which tone do you say?
You better tell me whose stick is this. I have no fucking clue.
The 4 tones are shay, 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 shay.
Shay.
I'm
Fourth
sorry,
tone.
it's incorrect. It's shay.
Second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you wanted to say who are you, you would say 你是谁?
Who are you? Nisha Shay.
All right, what's the next one?
Dual shao. Meaning how many?
Yes.
How much?
Yes.
Dual shao.
I'm sorry. Incorrect. Incorrect. It's 多少.
Dual shao.
Yeah.
Dual shao shima.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you would say?
No. Well, maybe if you're asking how much and then they don't know what you're talking about, they could ask how much what.
Delete that.
Okay. All right. What's the next one?
Mayo without.
Mm-hmm.
Mayo.
Correct. Correct.
I know that one.
Mayo.
The next one is he, meaning and.
Mm-hmm.
He. No. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we've done he before.
Yes. Maybe. But we did he, which is like to drink.
We did drink and then like action with hands, maybe?
No, that was da.
Da. Okay. Yeah. Next one, number 5 is zai, meaning in or at.
Mm-hmm. Also famously in.
Yes, I know. I'm
Usually there.
Zai.
I'm so sorry.
What is it?
Correct.
First one?
No, it's the last one. Zai.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one is 昨天, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Do you just write your eyes like that, or is this like kind of a hint?
Let me look.
No.
Okay.
昨天.
So.
Second, first. But I didn't say it that way, did I?
No, but you're correct. 昨天.
Yeah, that's what
昨天?
That's...
Okay, great. Great. What's the next one?
Yisheng, doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yisheng.
I'll give you one. You got one of them right.
Sheng.
Yeah. It's 医生.
They're both first.
Yes.
Okay. Dongqi. Dongqi.
Mm-hmm.
Dongqi. Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dongqi. 1-1.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one for that because it's 东西. The last one doesn't have any.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just 东西.
Dongxi. The next one is Kai, open. Kai.
I'm sorry.
Damn, okay. What is it?
Kai.
Kai. Kai.
Just number 1.
Yeah,
Kai.
Kai. And the last one is Nung.
Mm-hmm.
Nung. Can or to be able to. I'm trying to think if I've heard this word before. I feel like there's a different word that I hear for, like can.
Some people will use 会, like 我不会, but saying 不会is also like I won't do it.
Okay.
This word means like you have the ability to do it, not if you will or you won't.
I'm thinking like 可以.
Yeah, that's can. Yeah.
This is just like a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Nung.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Damn.
It's nung.
Nung.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so let me calculate. Let me calculate the scores. Congratulations, you did get 6 correct.
Oh, so I don't get to take 3 shots?
No shots for you today. Those are optional.
Can my prize be 3 shots?
Yes, your prize is 3 shots.
Lovely. The mayo, I have it like in my brain from whenever we went to Disneyland and we were waiting in line for the Tron ride, and she does that speech. She's like telling you about it. Yes. And she's at the end of it. She says something like super dramatic. Mayo.
All right. Love that. Love that. Well, this has been an amazing episode. Truly iconic.
Incredible.
I want everybody to truly go back and just watch Zhen Huan's dance, because even just us recapping it, it doesn't live up to how incredible it was.
And I love that it brought all the girls together for an iconic performance.
All the girls. So I'm going to go watch it right now. So we only have one thing left to say.
再见.
If you like White Gaze, we would love for you to leave a review of our podcast, give us 5 stars, and don't forget to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen from. You can also support us by signing up to be a subscriber by going to anchor.fm/whitegaze/subscribe.
You can follow us at @reverse_cowboy_ and at Officer Trenty, and our White Gaze account is at White Gaze Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Douyin, TikTok, and the Anchor app.
White Gaze is not endorsed by Beijing TV Art Center. It is intended for entertainment purposes only. Zhen Huan Juan and all names, audio, pictures, and video clips are all registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respected trademark and or copyright holders.
White Gaze is a podcast hosted by Weston Swift and Trenton Schneiders. Produced by Trenton Schneiders and Monty Shaw. Sound and audio by Trenton Schneiders. Media by Monty Shaw. Our theme song is White Gaze by Trenton Schneiders and Weston Swift.